Donald Trump's been having a pretty good time. The shutdown ended, he didn't have to concede anything, and he didn't even have to give poor people health care, his favorite kind of deal. Everything's coming up Trump. Nothing can stop the Trump train now.
Breaking news, convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein mentioned Donald Trump by name several times in private emails.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Trump train is experiencing a slight delay. There is an Epstein file on the tracks. We should be moving as soon as we get that cleared. But fine, Epstein mentioned Trump in an email. That doesn't mean he did anything wrong. Maybe the email was about how Trump never comes to his sex parties. Rude. I say this because I'm an American, living in America. And no matter what party you're in or who you voted for, it would be better for all of us, as a general matter, if we do not have a sexual predator as president. Because it would... It would make our country look so bad. You know, how embarrassing would that be if we, America, went from being the shining city on a hill to not being allowed within 1,000 feet of the hill? So let's just stay calm and see what the email said before we jump to conclusions.
These are emails from Jeffrey Epstein to Ghislaine Maxwell. This is one from April 2nd, 2011. And in this email, Jeffrey Epstein writes to Ghislaine Maxwell and says, quote, "I want you to realize that the dog that hasn't barked is Trump."
Okay, that doesn't sound good at all. But, you know, that dog hasn't barked could mean a lot of things. Maybe Trump's feet hurt, all right? So that's all the news in terms of bombshell emails? It's not a lot. It's not like there's an email with a journalist where he's strategizing how to blackmail Trump.
Michael Wolff says, quote, "I hear that CNN is planning to ask Trump tonight about his relationship with you. If he says he hasn't been on the plane or to the House, then that gives you a valuable PR and political currency. You can hang him in a way that potentially generates a positive benefit for you. Or if it really looks like he could win, you could save him generating a debt."
I like that Epstein was like, yeah, that seems like a lot of work. I'm probably just gonna kill myself. And did he really have leverage anyway? All I've seen so far is Epstein and Maxwell saying Trump is a dog that hasn't barked. We don't know what he didn't bark about. Maybe the rest of that email clears him.
I want you to realize that that dog that hasn't barked is Trump. Unnamed victims spent hours at my house with him. He has never once been mentioned. According to the released emails, Maxwell responds, "I have been thinking about that."
Oh, shit. I think the Trump train crashed. Because this isn't just not a good look. It's one of the worst looks I've ever seen. Like, I'm talking Adrian Brody in a Rasta wig bad. Also, why was Jeffrey Epstein writing about his crimes in emails? That's so dumb. He's firing off his BlackBerry to Ghislaine like, "Hey, girl, following up about the sex crimes. Hope Trump doesn't snitch about the sex crimes. Hit me up if you want sex crimes this weekend." Say what you want about Donald Trump, but he knows better than to put incriminating shit in emails. He does it in person, or on the phone, or reportedly inside a sketch of a naked lady. But never email. Trump has to be pretty unhappy. That new evidence is coming out because he's worked so hard to prevent that. Remember, Ghislaine Maxwell got moved into a country club prison after she gave an interview saying this.
"I never witnessed the president in any inappropriate setting in any way. In the times that I was with him, he was a gentleman in all respects."
Well, no, that's something. And she said it British, so you gotta believe her. I don't know what she's got on him, but it must be bad because she didn't even exonerate him. She didn't say Trump is innocent. All she said was, "I didn't see him do anything. I also didn't see him do anything. What do I get?" That's all she said, and now she's being treated like royalty.
A whistleblower alleges that Ghislaine Maxwell is getting special treatment in prison.
Maxwell's meals have been customized. They are delivered directly to her cell. She is personally escorted to the exercise area after hours and gets to enjoy recreation time in staff-only areas. When she wants private meetings, the warden personally arranges them, providing an assortment of snacks and refreshments for her guests.
I mean, she gets to hang out in the staff areas. Can you imagine being a prison guard who can't watch TV in the break room because Ghislaine taking a nap on the couch? But this is truly insane. There is not another convicted child sex trafficker in the world who would get this kind of treatment in prison. There's actually no way within the confines of prison that her life could get any better.
Add to that one more perk for the convicted sex offender: puppy time. According to the whistleblower, an inmate who trains puppies to become service dogs was instructed to provide one to Maxwell for a time so she could play with the puppy.
Do not give that dog to Ghislaine. That's not what they meant when they said take the dog to the groomer. So look, I don't know what Ghislaine knows about whatever Donald Trump did. All I know is that every detail that comes out makes him look more and more suspicious. And if you thought this couldn't look any worse, wait till you see the birthday card that Trump sent that dog. For more on the fallout of these new emails, let's go live to Ghislaine Maxwell's prison with our own Ronny Chieng. Ronny, what's the latest?
Well, Josh, I've been talking to White House officials, and they say this is absurd. Ghislaine Maxwell is not being treated differently from any other federal prisoner.
Wait, where are you? Are you in Trump's new ballroom? I thought you were supposed to be reporting from her prison.
Yeah, this is a prison. This is Ghislaine Maxwell's cell.
That whole room is just for her?
Yes, but it's not that nice, okay? The bed is king size, but the pillow is only queen size. It's like the aesthetics are all off. Believe me, this woman is doing hard time. Whoa, hang on. Hey, can I get one of these? Wait, is this shrimp?
Would you like shrimp?
No, I'm allergic to shrimp. What a hellhole.
Ronny, come on. Most prisoners don't get past apps in their cell.
I wouldn't call shrimp puffs an app, okay? It's an hors d'oeuvre at best. Let's tone down the rhetoric.
The point is that Trump is clearly trying to hide something here. I mean, just look at all those emails.
Don't take my word for it, okay? Just ask Ghislaine when she gets back.
What do you mean back? Where is she?
Oh, I don't know. I think this is one of her work-from-home days.
She gets work from home for prison?
Yeah, but don't twist this into sounding like special treatment, okay? It's 2 days off, 3 days in. Talk about a human rights violation.
Wait, is that music?
Yeah. I think the concert's about to start.
Don't tell me they are doing a private concert for Ghislaine.
No. It's not private. It's for her and her puppy, all right?
Ronny Chieng, everybody.